Lord of mercy. Let me readjust. Okay, so this is like me going, like, this is my workout gear. When I go sweating, this is what I look like. I feel like my head is getting chopped off, but I guess that's okay. This is me. This is me after I went for a hike. Right? Why do I look, I don't know. Hey, LB! Okay, so today is going to, first off, amazeballs. I had an amazing time outside. It was one of those things where it was sunny, but it was raining. But I was sitting in the creek under a canopy, so the rain was going down all around except for on me, and it was amazing. It was awesome. So that felt really good. I'm still having remnants of something. I did stuff on the 555 under the full moon, and my crown, my third eye, everything has been like hypersensitive. I've had a headache I can't seem to crack totally. It's this weird feeling. I'm sure it's the calibration after what I did, It wasn't some small stuff either, so there you bees. It's still a little bit around. It still feels a little woo-woo. Let's see here. Let me. There you go, LP. Okay. So I am getting on, and my brain is just like thinking of all kinds of things, right? And I'm getting ready and everything else like that. I did a little bit of cleansing and stuff like that. And then my brain does. It's feeling. Wait. Love that you're hiking and reconnecting with nature. Mercury retrograde is effing up my connection with it. You're going to light a candle. You're like, what is going on? So just before I come on, like, I'm like, it was funny because I was going, I think, I'm going to rename certain things, right? Cut back on the coffee and tarot, because coffee and tarot is like, we go along with it. Like, it's like, let's cozy in, let's figure out, like, we just winging shit kind of thing, right? And I want to have a little bit more of, and I was like, okay, so like one's going to be like what I don't see. And then the other one's going to be like spirit advice. And the other one's going to be like, money matters, love matters, that kind of thing. I get like some do, and just keep it like that. Right. And I'm thinking this as I'm like, and I'm typing something and I hear just do it. And I'm like I couldn't tell if it felt like a message, but then again, based upon what I was doing, I was like, are you just telling me to hurry up? Like, I don't know what's going on here. Like, it was just do it. Just do it. It was that kind of just do it. Like, don't ask questions about it. Don't, just do it kind of thing. And I'm like, that feels more than just for me. Because usually I can tell because I'm like, when it's, you know what I'm saying? So, but it did quinkadinkly go along with whatever the fuck I was doing right then, because I was a him and hawing thinking, and I was like, and it was just like, just do it. And it was kind of like, so I get the sense of don't complain, don't question, don't analyze, don't whatever. It's like, how about you just do it and find out? I was like, okay. So that's what I'm doing. I am so, like, there's days I come on here and I'm like, I look weird in this camera. I don't know why the lighting is doing that and the way it looks. But, when your hair is all whatever because you was outside and got wet, ain't much you can do. So it goes up into a clip. Do it. But I feel so white. I mean, I'm white. I'm a white person. Don't get me wrong. See, look at this. Like, why does it look like? Why does it all my boob look like it's on this ADD at its finest right now? So let's see. Let's see if that I put it as the title because I was like, okay, that felt. I don't know. Didn't feel like it was just for me. Okay. You always say that, LP? I could come out with shit smeared on my face and you'd be like, you are beautiful. I'm like, you are lying. But come on. You can be my cheerleader if you want to. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, right? Like, I'm not sponsored by Nike. I guess I have to say that kind of stuff. And like, I'm not stealing their thing. That's a very colloquial saying that everybody says. The only time they get mad though is if you put it as your brand, so it's all good. Oh wait, what? I've been working with another guy today. I was working with Shakti. Like, you know, like you ever feel like you're trying to work with certain energies and you're just clamoring and nothing feels right, and it was like, this is what I'm supposed to like, and it's been so long. And the thing is, the work that I've been trying to do is exactly in alignment with Shakti. And I'm like, why haven't I? So, anywho's, but like, yeah, just saying. I got my lemon water. Look at the polar bear. Look at the gorilla. Okay. Alrighty. God, it felt so good outside. It was just so, the air was crisp. Like, not cold crisp, but like clean. I saw that thunderstorm yesterday, and there was so much water coming out of the cave and out of the springs and stuff like that. It was gorgeous. I guess it highlighted. It wasn't what I was anticipating. What am I trying to say? Madame Endor's fortune telling cards. Good God. I saw love. I'm just saying. I saw it. I promise I'll get to a place where I start taking showers before I come on here. No, I did not take a shower after my hike. I just came on. But I mean, can we applaud my fucking boldness for just being like, fuck it, I don't care. I can be exceptionally beautiful or cute or whatever you want to call it. I'm putting off washing my hair now, right? Like, true feelings are masked. Why did I feel like it was 2 cards? True feelings are masked. So either someone's intentions are being hidden, your surroundings will undergo changes. Okay. Transition. Whatever. I also had not a lozenge. It's a piece of candy. I can't remember what it's called. Werther's. It's butterscotch. Thank you. Oh my God, shit. The brain says, I never agreed to work this early. A long journey brings rewards. This is going to be an adventure to bring these 3 cards together. I each feel each one of these, but I don't see the connection. And I think that's where it's like, it's the story is going to be built today. The story is going to be built. So true feelings are masked, meaning that I get the sense of, it's like when you interact with somebody and you don't really know, like they'll present one way to you, but underneath there's this whole other current. Now this can take on the form of somebody you're not even aware of that has intentions, feelings, thoughts, a perspective of you or of a situation, and you have not a fucking clue. This could be a person that's like, that has intentions or feelings and you don't even know of them. It's like a facade, but not one. I don't get the sense that somebody is trying to be deceitful in this, like there, it's like, I'm keeping it, it's personal to me, so it's none of your, it's like, it's the idea that what you think, feel, and believe isn't necessarily everybody's business. You don't got to be out there telling every single person. It's that kind of energy. So if somebody has something that you aren't aware of, or maybe there's something that you have in regards to somebody else or a situation that other people aren't aware of, it's because it's not necessarily the business, right? It's like you don't owe anybody anything to tell them that. And so you're just kind of, for whatever reason, keeping it to yourself. And then the winds of change, I think this is exactly what the fuck it means. Like, your surroundings, your environment, either the people that are surrounding you, your work environment, your home environment, or even the location in which you live, meaning like the town, city, state, that's going to go through a transition right now. And it's in the center. Somebody's feelings about the change that's happening might be concealed, or you're concealing your emotions and what you really think about the transitions. Like, you're trying to keep a stoic face. Then we have a long journey brings rewards. Maybe people don't realize the change that's going on because you're staying mum about it. Let's get into this because I'm feeling the energy, but I'm like, where's the story here? Which one's right? I feel this. It's just not as loud. Like, neither was this one. These are not, they're like, I feel something, I sense something, but it's not like bold in your face, loud type of thing. So it's almost like something's hanging back. Like these, it'll light up, but it's usually it's like boom, 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 and it's not. It's more like a subtle. Subtle. That's the word they want me to look for. They're subtle. There's something very subtle here. That does not look subtle. I mean, fuck. Wow, somebody is waving their white flag. Okay. We have the hold on. Someone feels okay. So I'm like, why are they? They give different words on this one, and I'm like, and after yesterday saying 5 different things wrong, I was like, I'm done, checked out. I'm trying to make sure I don't do the same shit. Retrograde can't get over soon enough. We've got the defeat card, which is the 5 of Pentacles. This is like dead, done, over with. But the funny thing is, I mean, look at the fucking image on this thing, okay? She, like, this situation has just eaten up any and all of your reserves. Like, look at that spider just wrapping it up for dinner. Just it's all good. This is what I'm doing. That's waving the white flag. There's a sense of just waving the white flag in regards to the Empress, like either giving birth to something or experiencing any type of flourishing, abundance, like, because on the other side of this is someone's like believing it's nothing but like a mirage. I wasn't going to say that. That just came out of my mouth. Because we have the Empress with the devil. And the devil's all about the illusions and buying into things that aren't necessarily real. And like you're not necessarily beholden to this idea or notion that something like this is possible. But it's almost like someone is done with the idea of rags to riches, like this idea that I could come out and get some kind of like, it's like nobody would know how defeated this person really is. This is not the person that is blasting it out, putting everything out there for others to hear or see or anything else like that. They're very mum. Yeah, that word's coming back up. They're very mum. So there's this defeat mixed with the, like, and this person feels like they have so much potential and it's just not happening. Like, because with the Empress, it is pregnant with potential, right? Pregnant with the, like, abundance, like the harvest that can come from something, right? But there's just this idea and notion that it's like, that must be a pie in the sky kind of thing. See, the thing that I love about about the Empress is, well, it's the best work that you do when you're pregnant isn't like, there's not like actual physical work that you have to do. I mean, we all have lives. I'm talking about the idea of creating a baby, creating life. Really, it is the epitome of being in a state of allowance, relaxation. Like, you do better at creating this life and bringing it to fruition through leisure, nurturing, like rest, eating well. Like, it's taking care of yourself. It is rather than having to force, make, do in order for it to really, like, you do better at not working at something like what traditional, okay, programming would tell us it means to work at something. Like, the life that this person can bring into existence by solely taking care of themselves and taking it easy. And, because there's a lot of complications that can come from, like hypertension and things that can put both the mother and the child at risk when they don't have the right care and nurture. This could even be medical care. This could be even like, they're like, it's not this exorbitant amount of exertion that has to occur. In fact, the less exertion and the more nurturing and nurturance that occurs during this time frame, the more likely you are to bring something to fruition. So this is kind of the idea of like feeling like, some people take the energy and the approach of what like a miner would do. A miner, like a gem miner, a diamond miner. Like you go into the mines and the physical labor, and you're constantly having to hack away, and you got to do it, you got to do it, you got to do it. And there's a sense of somebody wanting to have abundance come with ease, like. And they're just like, you know what? There's this sense of that must be a pie in the sky kind of thing. Like there's no way that this leisure or this abundance or this birth can happen with little to no effort or physical labor, right? Like that must be, I'm just making it up in my head. But that's also, is the idea that that's possible the pie in the sky thing, or that's represented by the devil, or is it the idea that you're buying into the programming that it has to be hard? Some of the most beautiful, bountiful things with longevity that are created when one is taking care of the self, nurturing the situation, and allowing something to grow and blossom versus trying to force it. You can't force this. You can't make it come sooner. You're going to ruin the situation, right? You can cause irreparable harm. And then the fourth one, Five of Cups, or Five of Cups, this Five of Swords. Okay, whatever. It's like somebody's tormented by the idea that they've not found a way, or they are resigning to the fact that it's impossible to have wonderful, beautiful things come into your life without killing yourself. That there's always going to be some sense of torment involved, excruciating, soul depleting work and labor into something, or this idea and notion that so much sacrifice that has to occur in order for this to happen. Like somebody's losing out on the belief that something can come about like this. That the more ease and nurturance and fertilizing you do produces better works than forcing something. And they're like, I don't like, it's the idea of one no longer believing in the idea that you don't have to work hard for something to happen. Like they're getting back to the idea, they're assigning themselves that everything's going to be laborious. There's no way to get around the soul sucking nature of things. Ow! I said funny, sorry. And so that it's just going to happen. It's just, that's the way it's going to be. You know what I mean? And yet over here we have the Ace of Wands with the Four of Wands, but in this it's the Ace of Fire, Four of Fire, right? I want you to take a look at the pictures. It's like, they're like, all you need is the ember. All you need is a fire starter, right? In order for something to grow. Take a look at this. Take a look at the flames that are in there. Generally speaking, the Ace of Wands is one little, it's like one little stick with a flicker, a little candle, a little something that can grow into something more. And then take a look at this. The way that she's able to wield, these are like, those sticks that have flames at the end and they like fire wand people. What are they fucking called? I don't know what they're called, okay? These people play with fire. They stick it down there for all kinds of shit. I don't know what they're called. But take a look at her. It's like, all you need is that, think of caveman times, or I don't know why we're coming up with stupid shit like this. Okay, just pay attention and let's keep on, okay? Like, we all talk about how civilization was able to survive because someone somewhere discovered fire and how to create fire, right? Like, it brought a whole new element to life. And it was like, you ever seen a forest fire in a dry area? Like, that shit spreads like wildfire, right? Like, there's the Ace of Wands to me is just needing that initial spark for something to really pop off. It's like I can show people how I can wield this. I can create the solid foundation if I just had the initial spark, if I just had the thing to give me the foot in the door. And I guess someone's feeling like they couldn't be so lucky to get that. It's not going to be that easy. They're residing to the fact that it won't be that easy. That they're going to have that just the opportunity. I just need the opportunity and I can make something of it, right? And it's like, no, you're going to have to scrounge for this. That's what someone's feeling like. Okay. Why are we talking about that? I don't really know where we're going with this. Golden Universal, guys. Hello. Well, this motherfucker came out again. It's a very peculiar, I don't know where this is going, guys. We've got the Hierophant with the devil. It's like the choice between creating, allowing the life external to you to be a reflection of your true divinity, or buying into the matrix and the programming. That's what it feels like to me. One is being beholden to that, and the other is a life that's reflected on someone's truth. Got a lot of major arcana right now. Clarify that for me, please. Funny, I'm asking to clarify the Hierophant, right? Which would be a life being lived and created based upon one's true belief, truth, their inherent understanding, their etheric knowledge. Because before the Hierophant comes is the High Priestess, right? And so, or do I abide by things that are it's like, do I continue to live life chained up, linked, and imprisoned by society's understanding, programming, illusions, right? That like do I buy into to the matrix? I'm fucking gonna say it. Do I buy into the matrixy bullshit, or do I know that life can be lived a different way? Which I think has everything to do with, does it have to be that difficult? Because someone hasn't figured out how to create the life that they want, create the type of abundance that they want, without it being either painful, imprisoning, or excruciatingly difficult on a soul level, soul draining, emotionally draining, mentally draining. Like, they haven't figured it the fuck out. How do I do that without it having any impact on me like that? And I said, well, clarify this for me, please. Then, this idea between the Hierophant and the devil. And what comes out is the Justice card. Lots of major arcana, just reminding you. Justice card, that balancing of scales, the following of one's truth, right? But and what that is what justice is, what the balancing of scales is, it's the discovery and experience of living life as the Queen of Wands, where I attract, I don't chase. Things are magnetically drawn to her. There's not a lot of exertion. Or do I fight for it? Which is really what this is. Someone is battling with, how do I continue to believe in? I've held this belief that I shouldn't have to work hard for something. I might take action for something. I might, put energy into something, but it's not hard work. Because when you love something, when you enjoy it, it's not hard. And it doesn't feel like work. And it's like, is that even fucking possible? Is it even possible? And someone's resigning, so it's the can I get what I want and live my life from the Queen of Wands? Or is that an illusion and everything will always be a fight in this world because that's the way society is set up? It's like, what's the truth here? What's real? Can I get my just rewards or my karmic rewards or a balancing of the energies? Because in this life, I've done more of this. 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords, 5 of Cups. We got 3 5s. They're big. Okay. Your surroundings will go under transition. They're not fucking playing. You've got 3 5s here. 5, 5, 5. It's how. How do I do that, though? It's a lack of belief. It is a losing of that belief. It's like a battle between what your soul and what you know on an intuitive level versus the fucking reality that you live in. Before I brought out the clarifiers, this was also a clarify for that. Oh my God. Okay, guys. I was like clarifying again. Remember, I was like, I want to make sure. Hierophant, then the devil. Is this between creating the life according to my divinity and my truth and what I know to be true? Or is it me succumbing to this illusion that that's always how something has to be, right? The devil card, right? And the 3 cards that came out that really depicted everything was the Justice, describing the Queen of Wands versus the 5 of Wands energy, feeling like total opposites, right? What's the truth? And the other card that came out, which was face down over here, as a part of me clarifying the Hierophant, is yet again the fucking Empress. Do I get something because I deserve it? Is there really this whole balancing out because I've put something out there? I've already done extensive work. And it's like, does that count? Like, does that pay off in the end? Or do I have to continue to work for something? I get this overwhelming depletion. Like, somebody's like it's sucking my reserves dry. And I get the sense of duality with the star card, because the star card, these were just, again, those other cards, that deck was just clarifying the Hierophant and the Devil. This right here, star card, feels simultaneously like being led somewhere, but also something coming in that can heal this. Again, sometimes faith in a belief can become a burden. I can only carry that for so long. There's an analogy that's out there. I can pick up a cup like this, and it feels very light. But the longer I have to hold this there, the heavier it becomes, the harder it is on my arm, the more I lose the strength and endurance, and it will overcome me. And so there's this sense of, you can only hold a belief for so long before you surrender to the matrix. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. I can't survive off of just believing this and it never happening. I can't. That's my human aspect there. And so there's this sense of, we've got this star card with the Knight of Pentacles. To me, this is saying that something's being guided in, but this is also something that's going to allow to heal that. Because somebody's gotten weak from believing something. And it's funny because someone feels weak because they believe in life getting easier and joy coming easy and abundance not having to be hard, but they're almost not believing that anymore. But the weight of having to return to this matrix way of existing in this world, and like being put back in the box, almost feels soul sucking before they even step foot in. Like the idea of having to step back in that box, just wrap me up, I'm done. Defeat. Like someone feels utterly defeated. But it's like something's meant to come in to help with that, this defeat. Winds of change. Let's talk about this. Potentially. Wow. Okay. The Pentacle, Ace of Pentacles, that this Knight of Pentacles is bringing in, that's reliable, that is something that can help out with this situation and help bring a little bit of healing to you, will actually allow you to walk away from something, away from the old beliefs that you've been trying really hard not to succumb to, that devil energy, right? The illusions, the matrix, everything like that. It allows you to walk towards what? The Nine of Cups, which is your wish fulfillment, what really makes you genuinely, truly happy. So there's some type of tangible offering or tangible start, tangible opportunity that will allow you to finally, once and for all, leave that sense of defeat. Okay, there's a lot more to it. It's okay. They're bringing me to the page being a very new energy, a very fresh, young. I don't necessarily look at it like a person. I look at it as like a not ventured area before. So it's very new to you. Maybe with the page, it's not like an infant or anything else like that, but it's like it's existed, but it's not something that's existed within your world. It's not something that you're used to. And it has a lot of potential. Okay. And then we've got right here, Eight of Swords, which is your sense of entrapment that you've been experiencing. Nine of Swords, the fear of returning back to the matrix way of living. And then in the sandwich between, we've got the Knight of Swords, which is cutting that shit loose. It's a trajectory change. It's a pivot away from that. So, okay, what is this? Let's put this up right here because this is a lot of cards. Honestly, we're gonna keep that one out. What specifically? So to me, this healing, very solid option, tangible option is like the morsel or the spark that you need to keep going to make something happen. It's just, we always have like some kind of variation of this. What is this specifically? Jesus, are you kidding me? Well, let me pull that motherfucker out. Hold on. We are absolutely like this is the reading of things coming out several times because they mean what they say what they mean kind of thing. We have the Page of Cups, remember? That had come out. Page of Cups again. With none other than the fucking Page of Wands. For somebody, they're referencing younger people. They are bringing in younger people with these two. I don't know why. There's a sense that someone just may have some younger people in their life that's going to be impacted by this. Because I'm sitting here and I'm reading it one way, and then they start showing me like a water sign and a fire sign, like a younger water and fire sign. And so that might just be confirmation for a particular person. Give me just a second. This is hopping everywhere, and I'm over here trying to make it make sense, right? Make it make sense. Like, what is this change? What is this whatever? And I guess the change is, here's the funny thing. The change is a sense of like leaving that torment behind, leaving the fear. It's almost like a fear and an anxiety of having to return to some kind of like bullshit status quo box that you used to live in. The one that your parents said, if you don't do this, you won't do well in life. Like, it has that air to it. And then it's like, so whatever's arriving is like divinely guided, but it has a dual purpose because it's going to help you to heal. Because it feels like, again, like I said, when you have this and you hold it for so long, it's like you start to do this and it starts getting lower. Your arm will start getting lower. And before you know it, like everything is exhausted. You've exacerbated your muscles, like, and then there's soreness and tenderness, and tendons might, be cramped. And so it's one of those things where it's like the weight of having to carry or try to keep alive some inner truth of yours, where it's like you're willing to literally sacrifice it. You're literally, whatever this truth for you is, you're like, I'm like lay me down across the tracks and let a train run over me. Like, I'm just done kind of a situation. And whatever this is, it's like it will grow. And you get to control the manner in which it grows and in which it takes you. Like this Ace of Fire is like, I get a sense of like either a new passion or a new project, but like you get to wield how it looks. You'll be in charge of that. Look at how she's wielding that fire. She commands it. And I'm like, give me, like, what are you trying to say? Okay, what are you trying to say? 8 of Wands, this is going to come in fast. You'll receive some type of communication really fast. Ace of Swords, completely new trajectory and path has been cleared for you. 7 of Wands, where you can protect the self. Because that's like, I get the sense of getting back into that nurturing energy and taking care of the self. There's something about whatever this path is, allows you to do that, allows you to create from a more leisure place instead of this soul-sucking sense of sacrificial type of like existence. And it's like knowing your fucking worth and being able to stay with that, because that's the 7 of Wands there, okay? And then it is, your cup is full, Queen of Cups. So I want to know what these are, because I'm getting a different energy from the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands that came out together. For someone, these are other people in your life. These are people that you may have influence over, that may be looking up to you, that may like other people that you may be responsible for, because I keep getting brought to like water sign, fire sign type of energy. And I don't normally do that shit. I don't do that. So if I can't shake it, because the 9 of Pentacles is one being so self-sufficient and independent and autonomous and financially stable, they'd be able to take care of something like some others. And maybe that's what's meant by this Page of Cups, is there's more to it than that. Like it's going to grow. There's going to be more to it than what is presented with it. So what does this have to do with your surroundings going through a transit? We have a lot of doubles here. A lot of doubles. Multiple different decks, same cards. We got the 4 of Wands. This Ace of Wands, like you get to direct where this goes. But I get this means home. I think someone's home is going to change, their home environment. They're talking about your home environment. Let's see. Someone's home environment is going to go through a change. I can't seem to get any other energy off the page of the secondary page of cups and page of wands. Like I could do the whole like, oh, there's a brand new thing coming in, and it could be like the page of cups is the brand new thing that's coming in. Page of wands represents the ace of wands, that sparks, but they keep bringing me back to like that meaning some people in someone's life. Celebration. Funny, we have several different you have reason to celebrate because you'll get your just rewards. Okay. I don't know about you all, but I feel like I'm dancing in circles right fucking now. I'm like, okay, I'm asking questions and I'm being ignored. Am I asking the wrong questions then, is the question. Oh my God. The fucking page of cups again. Okay. That bitch is important. Let's see what it says. It says, new person entering your life, heightened psychic abilities, something begins a new phase. You know when somebody has a birthday and like they're trying to do something for you, so they give you these clues, but they can't tell you everything because they feel like they're going to give it away. And so you're like, you ain't answering the fucking question. Like, what is the deal here? What is going on? I haven't had one of these like this in a while. Holy shit, I don't like it. So let's put it out here. Page of Cups. Where'd you go? Page of Cups, Page of Cups. We're going to put these bitches down and we're going to let that be the center. That's what we're going to talk about. Okay, I'm putting those back. Eight of Wands again. Okay. Maybe there's no need to talk about exactly what it is because, for fuck's sake, it's almost like it's coming in so damn fast that they're like, why? You're about to find out. Eight of Wands again. Events moving at a fast pace. Delays are over. Many things happening at once. We have the Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles twice, inflow of abundance, promising business, important documents. And we now have the Devil showing up 3 times. What's coming in is addressing this. It's like whatever is coming in is going to smash the fuck out of this. Look at this one. Flat out says ego right there. You may feel like you got the weight of the world, but whatever's coming in is about to free the fuck out of you. It'll free the fuck out of you. It is a brand new motherfucking beginning that has a lot of potential. It is like the spark that starts the entire fire. Only it's not an uncontrollable forest fire. You are in control of it. You get to wield it. We got the Four of Wands. It's like this is a mile marker because the Four of Wands is also like milestones in life. Like this is one of those things where it's like from this point, like you look back in your life from this point forward, this has happened, like a graduation, a wedding, having a baby, Empress. You know, it's one of those things where it's like, hey, like this is a milestone in your life. And like life will look different from this point forward than it did before. It's one of those things where it's like if you were to make a timeline of your life and like the important events that ever occurred, whatever's about to come in is going to be an important event. It is massive. It's more than what you initially think it is. It's going, because it's like the trigger effect that it has. Like it echoes throughout the rest of your life. So Page of Cups has got way more than what you think. It's coming in very fast. In fact, so much so that the events are going to happen so fast, it'll feel a little bit chaotic. It is going to shut down this notion. It's going to shut down this notion that you have to return to any bullshit that you came from. It is. You're going to walk away from that shit, 8 of Cups, and go to exactly what the fuck you want. Your surroundings will undergo a change as a result of this. Like, you will be able to put you fucking first and foremost. You get to be the empress, where things happen from a nurturing, happy, abundant space. Like anything you birth into your life from this point forward will be from that energy. Like, it's like whatever this is wants to obliterate the fuck out of this once and for all. No, you do not have to struggle. No, you don't have to fight. It is a complete trajectory change. You don't have to be caught up in your mind anymore. You don't have to like feel like other things have control. Because look at the way she's wielding this. She has utter control over this fire, of where it goes, where it burns. So there is something entering into your life, a new phase, okay, that is coming in very fast. And it's going to trigger a lot of stuff happening at once. It's almost like a ricochet effect, right? Like a domino effect. And it's going to allow abundance to occur. Like the pace of life is going to quicken. What is the... things are happening in threes. 3 pages of cups, 3, 4 of wands. We might have 3 empresses, 3 devils. 3 is an important number. 333, 33, any variation of 3s you are probably seeing. 3 of fire. Abundance, things looking very good. Having patience, making long-term plans. Ships coming in, basically, is what that is. Whatever comes in, this 3 of fire is going to impact the 4 of cups. It's opening your eyes to the possibilities. You have been narrow-minded, narrow-focused right now because you couldn't see any way out. This is your way out. Things are going to change at home. I know this. It says contentment, peace, and abundance, a happy home life. If you and others, because I picked up people in your environment, if the dynamic has been off or hasn't really been good, it's going to change the dynamics of your home and the relationships you have with them, like how you all interact, what you all do is going to impact all of that. And then we have the 6 of fire, which is all about victory. Good news is on its way. Good news is on its way. All right, so let's put some of the, okay. How do I want to do this? All right, so we're going to put these away. We already know how many of what we've got, okay? And we're going to pull from, we're going to leave the 3 main ones up top. They said what they said. Something's coming in. Something's coming in. It's stable. It's going to heal this entire fucking situation that you've been in. You don't got to worry about it. It's going to heal that sense of I have to go back to the bullshit that I healed from. I have to return to the way of doing things that I've despised. I know that I'm not meant to operate from that frame of reference. Things are meant to be different, and they're like, you're right, it's meant to be different. You're not supposed to have to go through that. Like, I get the sense of, I would say this is anger from spirit, but it's more like fucking determination. It's like somebody said, I'm about to drop this cup and my arm's going to quit working. I need somebody else to carry my cup for me. Get it? Page of Cups. I need somebody to carry this cup for me. The Queen of Cups, her cup is full. Like, I can't fucking do it. I'm about to drop it. Please, somebody come and save me. That's the way it feels. Like, it's oh gosh, I almost feel like like if that cup drops, all the progress that was made, the level of defeat and surrender that would come with it, like all the progress you've made over the years to get to this place would be lost, because it's like you wouldn't fight again to get back here. Elaborate on surroundings will undergo change, please. Night Sun Tarot. This is kind of a little bit like yesterday because there was a big emphasis on journeying, moving, that kind of stuff. And whatever this is, people external to you would not know. It's like you would quietly surrender. People don't know you're this close. Nobody knows. Nobody knows how close you are to giving up. It's the kind of give up where you would be like, I just want to be a shell the remainder of my life and just go through the motions. It reminds me of like a soul death, not a dark night of the soul. Like, take my soul out. I don't want to have any more longing. I don't want to have any more. I don't want to have any more connection with the etheric, with that side. Just let me get through this life. It's very just like, I feel like there's going to be a subconscious change. To have this thing come in and transport you from the point of about to drop the cup and never having the strength to pick it back up again, to giving birth to a new life, the healing that would occur is going to penetrate very deeply. It's like the idea of having held out all the way to the point of change, no matter how close to defeat you were, changes something within your subconscious. as if it's like a lesson from a past life that just gets obliterated, that just no longer is a part of your being. Because we got the moon card, and take a look at this fucking moon card. Does she not look like the fucking Empress? It's as if when we hear different people talking about abundance, material wealth, um, freedom in this existence, and how that can be dictated. We hold on to some kind of belief. We hold on to some kind of something, blah, 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 blah. Subconsciously, it's our relationship with the idea or the notion of something. And so we act out these things subconsciously, like it obliterates. I know there's a chakra back here, chakra. I'm trying to say it correctly. Back here. I can't remember if y'all remember which one that is. There is one. There's more than just the 7. There's various different meridian points and things like that. But there's one back at the base of the skull, and it's almost like I just see, like, almost what they're showing me is like something, instead of exploding, like, think of if I were to hold something very tangible and this just turns to dust. It's almost like it's what is the word, Spirit? Disintegrates. Thank you. Versus, and it just floats away in the wind. Like it just no longer is. That's what I'm getting with the moon, because it is, we also have the 7 of Wands showing up again. 7 of Wands is, you held out for you. You fight for you, for your belief, the level of strength to fight off these other energies that would want to dethrone you from your seat of power, your sense of self-power, your sense of self-worth, self-love. Like I know I'm meant to put me first. Nothing is meant to deplete my cup, right? And that's what that is for me. And then the 2 most favorite cards we have fucking had, that we had over and over and over again before I put the cards up in a completely fucking different deck. The Page of Cups and the fucking Empress card. This is, you cannot, when I tell you, from this point forward, there's no fucking denying it. I don't care what crawls up from your fucking subconscious mind. When this happens, when this miracle fucking happens, I don't care what the fuck it is, how it shows up in your life, for you, it is just inconceivable. And the fact that it happened at this point in time, this fucking miracle, it's like, it's that point of no return. Remember when I told you, it's like something, it's like that on the timeline of your life, you're like, this was a major event. There's life after this point and life before this point. Utterly new life being birthed. And you may think, because like with the Page of Cups, like it may not appear, okay, as impactful to the naked eye, but it's the trigger effect. It is the echo that it creates the rest of your life, right? That puts you in the Empress. And this particular Empress, take a look at her. The egg is hatched, okay? This begins. This Page of Cups begins the birth of something new. The new life. Something no longer will have a hold on you. It's like when you've been waiting for that tangible evidence that you were right all along, that your belief wasn't this airy-fairy illusion thing, that the matrix and its bullshit is the actual illusion, and you're at that precipice, that teetering point where you're almost about to fall back into that, and it's like you hold out, you hold that cup just long enough for the evidence to show up. And it's like, that's when that shit's so embodied in you. It's the point of no return. There's no going back. I will never fucking fall for that bullshit again because I know differently. And there's something about the flame that puts you back the fuck in control of your life. Because like we had before, we had that 4 of Wands where she was wielding the fire. It was like she was in total control. And not one bit afraid of it. That shit could be... And she was like, I got this shit. It ain't gonna burn me. A major milestone is about to happen. Major milestone. And it's that sense of the winds of change. Your surroundings will undergo transition. Inevitably, once this starts, it's like a domino effect of things. Like it's inevitable. When this pops off, other things will change. A lot will change. And I feel like this long journey brings rewards is you. Is the cup that may be no more than 2 ounces of water. And it's like, it feels light as a feather. Fuck, we could even take a fucking feather. Let's do that. Let's take a feather. But if I hold my arm out this long, eventually my arm is going to go weak. My arm will not be able to sustain it. It can only stay in that position for so long. This feather will feel like 10 tons to me. Okay? And they're like, there's something about it. You break loose. Fucking devil cards. You break fucking loose. It's like you can look at the matrix. You can look at all the negative energies and entities that tried so hard to trip you up, and you can look them in the motherfucking face and be like, bitch, you are wrong. I am more powerful. True feelings are masked. I'm not doing that. Okay, maybe I might not look. Maybe I might not look. We've got the 2 of Wands with the Queen of Wands. Like somebody's getting their fucking power back. Oh my God. It's like power to make shit happen, to follow through, the self-confidence, the self-worth, the I wish a fucker would kind of energy. Like I just, Queen of Wands, 2 of Wands. 2 of Wands is also about the actions that you're going to take or the lack thereof. The Queen of Wands is that shit's coming to me. You're going to choose. You'll have the choice in front of you to be the Queen of Wands. Whatever this cup is, whatever changes it brings into your life, gives you the liberty of allowing things to come to you versus you having to force anything. Allows you the liberty to have things develop at their own speed without having to force anything. It gives you the liberty of not having to have things in your life. Sometimes we keep things in our life to survive, but you won't need that anymore. So she only gets what she desires. And then we have The 9, not the 7, the 9. This wall, this defense mechanism, this it's almost like that wall and that the defense was there against spirit. It's like I have held on as long as I can for this belief, and now it's as your hand was getting tired, as your arm was getting weaker, and your ability to hold that cup or feather faded, and you were about to drop it. It's like every day that got weaker, your wall with spirit or your own etheric self, your own true essence, that wall was going up more and more. And this sword is here to cut that shit out. This Wheel of Fortune here permanently removes the wall between you and your higher self, source, spirit. Like, it is like the Matrix almost had you. The programming, the bullshit, the 3D, the ego almost had you turning your back on your true nature, on your divinity, on spirit. But whatever comes in, it's like it firmly, instead of being on the fence, firmly plants you in the energy of being at one with your truth, with your power, with your divinity, with yourself, and like knowing beyond a shadow of a doubt that other shit, that old life, that other belief system will never, ever, ever have a hold on you again. You'll never go back to believing that shit. You'll never. Any tangible information we can get on the change, the Page of Cups? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they're willing to tell us. One that tried to flip is the home. And community. This is support, resources, and people that have your back. Let's see what they're going to say, though. But it can also be where you live. Great fortune. Let's see if we can get any detail. I swear to fucking God, sudden wealth. Like, this would be the leg up. This would be the positive support, the resources, it's like you go from having great fortune to sudden wealth. Like it happens suddenly. It's exceptionally beneficial to you, and it's so beautifully supportive of you, whatever the Page of Cups is. Some people, it is absolutely is like coming into money. It's free. You literally go from being imprisoned to distant horizons where this flying ship, it's like it takes you wherever you want to go. You get to pull up anchor and fucking go wherever you want to go. This is like, I'm just going to give you this scenario, and this is probably happening for somebody. You're going to come into money, and all the the things that you had to put on hold because you didn't have the quote unquote money, which is going to be in more areas than one. We had children coming up, or we had younger people, or people that depended upon you. Guess what? You've got money to take care of that shit. So therefore, the dynamics in your home and your house are going to be different, right? We have home moving changes, right? We have you not having to work hard for something you can take a more leisurely approach to your creation, whatever this new life is going to look like for you. You're going to have somebody is coming into money that's going to give them this liberty. You don't get great fortune and sudden wealth and nobody listening is not going to get money. Somebody's fucking getting it. Now, obviously that can be various different things for different people, but the fact that you have the freedom to fly, the freedom to go after any of your dreams, which we rarely have just one dream. It is the resource that allows you to do that, to go after all of them. Somebody is tired, sick and tired of everything having to be such difficulty. This is the beginning of an exceptionally lucky phase. Leisure. Privileged lady is the epitome of taking it easy. No worries. This is exactly what the book says. Things coming easily, getting the things that you want. Like, you don't have to worry. There's no worries. The beginning of like no worries. So is this coming in? I would like it, Spirit, if somebody were to come into that kind of money, you know what I mean? Like, think of me when you do change. The change they're talking about is this. You're able to make moves towards what it is that you want, what you desire, your true wishes. The change is having the capacity to get your wishes come to fruition. Like, there's a lot of ease in this. What is the Page of Cups for others? What is the Page of Cups for others? You can expect some kind of solution, or there's some kind of like decision that's coming in somebody's favor. Stay. The adjudication card can be creative solutions. So it's like a resolution to some type of situation. You can expect your difficulties to be resolved, okay? There is some type of support coming in for somebody, or love. It's like a gift being given. It's like this level of support from the universe is a gift. That is going to allow you to implement changes that you've been planning on for a long time. They aren't good. Like, is it a job? Is it a person? Is it a blah, 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 blah? Any indication, Spirit? I mean, you don't have to be guarded about this. You can trust this. For some, you may be getting supported by your mother. I'm taking the mice to mean like there's going to be a lot of rapid little changes. Mice scurry faster than shit. I don't know if you've ever tried to catch one, but them bitches can get through holes this big. And like, I swear to God, like, it's like, you know what I mean? You got to like set a trap. You know, it's not easy. Okay? Not easy. You ever heard them scurry across something? Like there's like a frenzy of energy is what I want to say. And you know what? Like, we've got the community card, which is like the people that you surround yourself with, where you live, who you connect with, your home, and your money all being impacted. Like when they say a transition, they fucking mean it. Like they're just like, think bigger. That's how big this is. And it may seem something small, but you know. And here's the other thing. The other thing that we're not going to do is poo-poo bullshit in the comments and stuff like that, even afterwards. I'll believe it when I see it kind of fucking crap, right? The reason I say that is because if you want to believe, if you have resigned yourself already, like this person clearly has, to it not being happening, okay, then fine. It's not going to fucking happen in your goddamn life, okay? But it's going to happen in somebody's. And you're not going to sit there and throw your caca all over somebody else's good fortune and try to vomit your negative energy on somebody else's good fucking fortune. You want to be pissy that it's not happening to you? Take that shit somewhere the fuck else, because we are not entertaining it on this goddamn channel anymore. Do I make myself clear? I'll delete your shit and I'll block you from the channel. Quit poo-pooing and listing how it's never for you. I can fucking tell you why it's never for you. And I understand. I'm the person that's been there too with the cup that felt like it was a good. We all get it. We've all been there. We all lived this fucking experience. We're all humans. But it takes a special kind of person that wants to be so fucking miserable that they're going to call it lies and bullshit and poo-poo on somebody because they can't stand the fact that somebody else gets something. We ain't doing it. Not again. Not one more motherfucking time on this channel. Hope I made myself clear. Because if I piss people off with that, I don't care. Go look at your own triggers. When shit changes, you may not want to, as much as you have gone through this and people haven't really known exactly what you're going through. People aren't really certain about what's been going on. Keep it that way. It's okay to keep some people in the dark. You've finessed the demeanor of not necessarily putting everything out there on blast. Just saying. Okay? Okay. All right, yeah. That feels like that's the end of that. So I'm going to hop off. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you later on this week.